What better way to end a regular season than a rivalry game? And no better rivalry around this area than Hershey and Lower Dauphin here in the Keystone Division of the Mid-Penn Conference. And Hershey comes in here tonight 15-6, Lower Dauphin 9-12. They're kind of the Jekylls and Hyde of the Keystone so far this year. For Lower Dauphin, it's their last game of the season. For Hershey, more to play in the districts. And tonight's game being brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, also Hoffman Ford Family of Dealerships, and F&M Trust Bank. Gary Sutton here with you alongside of Kirk Smallwood, Jeff Thompson. And when you talk about this Hershey team tonight coming in here, you talk about a guy that we've liked a whole lot. Marcus Sweeney is really the heart and soul of this club, Coach.
Marcus Sweeney does so much for this Hershey ball club. He leads them in assists. He leads them in steals. He leads them in rebounding. They have a very serious rivalry going on with Lower Dauphin. Him and Charlie Fortney are good friends. He said he wants to play at the Giant Center, and they got some work to do.
Well, he's got a lot of work to do there, but for right now, the only thing on his plate is trying to get some Falcons under tow here tonight. And the Falcons coming here 9-12, but they've got some big wins this year, Jeff Thompson. One of the reasons why is Charlie Fortney. They've won 5 of their last 7 games. Of course, Hershey's won 3 in a row coming in here. But Charlie Fortney, the other guy you see there on the screen, both these guys are great receivers in the area, but they're also great distributors and scorers as well.
Well, they're receivers in football and defensive backs. Charlie was a point guard for 3 years. This year he slid over to the 2 to give Brady Hofsass a chance at the point. He's really picked up his game the last 7 games, shooting the 3 really well. He's averaging about 18 points a game. And I think he's ready right now. He's in basketball shape, and so it should be interesting to see him. But he's going to need some help from the big guys inside. Nico DeFrank, Nick Fry, Chase Smith, and Landon Miller.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night here tonight as Rick Ativo brings his group in here, and of course, Paul Blackburn's been around forever with Hershey. It's going to be a nice matchup here this evening to end our regular season. Hey, we still got a lot more to play, but the end of the first season here tonight with a rivalry game. It's Hershey and Lower Dauphin coming up next on the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Welcome back to Lower Dauphin High School for tonight's High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week here on Fox 43.2. And let's take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, for Hershey, coming in here with a record of 15-6. They're ranked number 8 in the district right now. Marcus Sweeney, Matthew D. Donatus is the leading scorer for this team, over 14 points a game. Sweeney right around 10. And they'll be the 2 leaders of this club here tonight. On the other side, for Lower Dauphin, they're 9-12. Brady Hofsass, the point guard. Charlie Fortney, leading scorer on the team at around 11 points a game. Chase Smith, Nick Fry, and Nico DeFrank on the inside. And we're just about ready to tip this one off right now. Lower Dauphin, 9-12, looking to get their young kids a taste of maybe a nice winning streak here. 5 of their last 6 games. On the other side, Hershey can move up as far as 5th tonight in the district if they can win this. So there's lots to play for here tonight. Plus, it's Hershey, Lower Dauphin. It's a big traditional rivalry game.
These kids live minutes from one another. A lot of them have played on the same teams growing up, and they've played against one another. This should be a very, very interesting ball game.
Paul Blackburn, the veteran, 25 years, 370 and 240, and 13 seasons of Hershey, 180 and 98. On the other side, his opposite, Rick Ativo, who won district championships here in 2019, 2021, and also the Keystone in 2019, 2021. He's 115 and 82 in 8 years here in Falcon Country. Little 1-3-1 looks like coming back here.
Rick Ativo was a star out of Stilton High Spire.
Of course, his brother Mike there was as well, right in the bench next to him.
They've been on the scene for years.
See a lot of good motion from Hershey here, and a lot of down screen pop outs and then drives like this. Hard to the glass and very quickly up and in by Matthew DeDonatis. And normally an outside shooter. Showed you some good move to the basket there, Coach.
That's good to see. You know, we saw him last time. He was more of a catch and shoot type guy. That was a very good move. Get his shoulder by him and lay it up.
Here's Charlie Fortney. Over the last 7 games, he's been averaging over 17 points a game. He's averaging 11 for the season and has been hitting the three very regularly. Hofsass, here's a name that's been around here for a long time.
Yes, his father was the coach.
Charlie Fortney trying to push the action here. Here comes DeDonatis, and up and in. Nice switch of hands there by Sweeney. Marcus Sweeney in the basket for 2, and quickly Hershey up 4-0.
Marcus Sweeney with the strong drive after the good catch.
Both these teams played last night. You had Hershey playing against Greencastle Antrim, and a missed shot in the corner. And then a nice follow-up and in for the easy 2 there for Chase Smith, his first deuce of the night.
Chase Smith, 6'4", senior. He's their leading rebounder.
On the other side, we said both teams played last night. Lower Dauphin, 82-39 win over Lebanon, who's had a tough season. Another hard move by DeDonatis. We didn't see that in the first game against that.
I'm shocked, Coach. I'm glad to see he's expanded his game. He looks very comfortable driving the ball to the basket.
He really does, and maybe Coach said to him, hey, you know, don't just be a one-dimensional player, be more than that. Charlie Fortney, who can shoot it, shows you right there with a 3 right away, and that's what he can do to you all night in addition to distributing and also driving to the basket.
That was a very, very good shot, but it was an excellent pass right in the pocket. All he had to do was get his footwork together and lift it and shoot it.
There's 2 guys guarding each other right there with Fortney against Sweeney. They've been friends and rivals since childhood. And both are going to Shippensburg now, and both are outstanding receivers in football, and both can shoot the 3, as we've now seen, with Marcus Sweeney now with 5 points here in the early going. 9-5, the Trojans lead it.
It's always good to see when Marcus gets that 3 ball going. Opens up the entire offense.
Another hard move. Looks like it's going to be a foul called here. Foul be against Hershey, and that'll be on number 55. That's A.J. Slammons. What a great name for a basketball player. A.J. Slammons, right?
That's right.
So now it's going to be backcourt. So caught in the corner. They always say don't pick it up unless you know where you're going, right?
Absolutely. It would have been nice if someone from the weak side could have just flashed to the ball with their hands ready.
New man checking in here, Wes Hagee for Lower Dauphin. Number 34, Landon Miller, and also a 6'3" sophomore. So you're going to see a lot of young players in the game tonight for this Lower Dauphin team. You only have 2 seniors.
Lower Dauphin starts the game with 3 turnovers already.
Chase Smith and Charlie Fortney are the only 2 seniors on this club, so they've got a lot of hope for them in the future. You see a lot of 9s and 10s on that list down the line.
Yes, that's always good to see. The future of the program is in very, very good hands. 5
seniors starting tonight for Hershey on the other end of things. There's that double down screen. There's DeDonatis. And DeDonatis is coming out of the gate hot tonight. He's already got 7 points in the game.
And that's what we saw DeDonatis do against Central York. Very nice shooter. Good follow-through.
What we didn't see the last time was the ability to do what he's done tonight 2 times so far. Is going hard to the basket. As Slammons is going to pick up his 2nd foul. He'll quickly be replaced. And into the game for him will come Eamon Callahan. It's a good Italian name, right?
Yeah.
A little Irish there going on. Eamon Callahan. There's Hofsass coming off the inside, the little screen, and he's going to get fouled there along the baseline. It'll be 2 shots. And the foul, we'll wait and see for sure. And that's going to be Joey Allender, his first. It'll be the team 3rd here in the first quarter.
Hershey is 3 for 3 from 2-pointers and 2 for 2 from 3.
Hofsass missed his first shot. He's a 63% free throw shooter on the season. This team only at 58% for the free throw line. Unusual for Rick Ativo team. Second shot up and good here by Hofsass as he cuts it in half. Now 12-6. Back they come in that little 1-2-2 trap.
Hofsass is the second leading scorer. Top assist guy, as well as tops in steals.
That's DeDonatis' first miss of the night.
Coach, I don't think that'll stop him from putting it up, though.
I don't think so either. He's got a pretty quick release. He gets in position to shoot. You always know when he's catching it, he's in position to shoot it. Back out. Nice touch back out. Good chance for DeDonatis to tee it up. He can't get it. And there again is Sweeney, but taken away and then stolen back by DeDonatis for the other end.
DeDonatis with good hands and good recognition in transition.
And this time going right on through the screen. Good job taking the charge right there by number 34. That was Landon Miller just in the game, and that always wins you a little bit of playing time for your coach.
6'4" sophomore Landon Miller stepped in, read the action, stepped in, and got the offensive foul call.
So the foul will be on Matthew DeDonatis, and that'll be his first, team fourth against the Trojans. Man-to-man defense on the other end by Hershey. Up 12-6 here. 3:31 to go in the first quarter.
Hershey's pressure seems to be bothering Lower Dauphin somewhat. They're not getting the clean catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Hershey has a lot riding this game tonight. Charlie Courtney gets caught in the air. Back inside. Good, strong move. Calling for a walk, though. But I like the move there by Landon Miller. Trying to get an up and under move. Just wasn't quite successful with the feet.
And as a team, it's good to see Lower Dauphin look down on that box and bounce that thing in there to the big fella.
The more penetration that Hofsass and Fortney get, the better off that post is going to be down toward the baseline.
Lower Dauphin's in a 1-2-2 right now.
Good job breaking the press. Blocked from behind or in front. I think it's going to be in front. And the foul is going to be on Landon Miller. That'll be his first, the team first against the Falcons.
Coach, Lower Dauphin has to do a better job holding on to the ball. They got 5 turnovers within the first 5 minutes of the ball game.
Eamon Callahan at the line, shooting 2. First one up and good. Nice stroke by the big guy. 6'4" junior is Eamon Callahan. And second one is up and good, so 2 out of 2 so far tonight. 14-6, largest lead of the game so far, and under 3 to play here in the first quarter. Gary Sutton, Kirk Smallwood, Jeff Thompson with you, and Jim Gallagher here. Statistician Supreme with us here this evening. Chad Edwards and the whole Invicta crew out on the road here tonight with us.
Lower Dauphin's probing the Hershey defense.
Well, you love the way Lower Dauphin quickly reverses, but I'm not sure they look at the basket enough.
Yeah.
You know, you get involved in your offense sometimes without forgetting one thing. You got to score, right? Oh, there's a walk. So it's 2 walks in a row now against the Falcons. This team has really been up and down this year. They've gotten some really big wins. They knocked off Milton Hershey. They knocked off Mechanicsburg. They knocked off Cedar Cliff. Knocked off a pretty good Cedar Crest team. And yet they've got some inexplicable losses as well throughout the course of the season.
Yeah, when you have a young team like that, things will happen like that.
When you want them to gel is not necessarily when they're ready to gel. Nice step up and stroke down. And a good bucket there by Logan Richards into the game. We'll take a timeout at 16-6. The Trojans lead the Falcons right here on Fox 43.2.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Advanced Hoops is running a spring play and train program. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to find out more information. Players will play 5-on-5, 3-on-3, 1-on-1, shooting with Charlie, post-training with Duke, as well as intensity skills and drills classes available. Back here, 2:07 to go in the first quarter, and Lower Dauphin with the basketball. And I'll tell you what, to watch Sweeney and Fortney go at it, they've been doing this for a long time, both on the football field but here on the court. but Sweeney is just a tough guy to get on by.
Yes, he is. Very, very good defender. The turnover story, Lower Dauphin has 6 and Hershey only has 1.
There's the name of the game thus far. 5 possessions, and you're down 5 possessions. There's Charlie Forney pulling up, falling back just off the front of the iron, and quickly back on the other end is Marcus Sweeney.
Good move by Fortney.
A little fall away there.
Hershey's being very, very patient.
Tell you what, they really run their offenses so well. You always see a lot of motion. Listen to this. Great post up, good move inside, and dropping it down for his first 2 of the night. We were impressed with him against Central. Isaiah Danger, a junior, a 6'7" junior at that, and nice job of pinning his man in the post.
Absolutely, and good pass by the senior, Marcus Sweeney.
See, there's one of those shots right there. It looked like it was out of rhythm for the offense.
Yeah, I think he may have wanted to swing the ball.
And Danner making his presence known very quickly. Here comes Marcus Sweeney, kicks it off. Another 3 look outside, and his brother comes in and knocks it down, and that is the younger of the 2 Sweeneys, Cameron Sweeney, with a 3. 21-6, big lead here, and coming back and answering though is Charlie Fortney.
Good shot by Charlie. I asked Marcus about his brother's game, and he said he likes the way his brother shoots the ball. Said next year he'll have to be more of a playmaker.
Tell you what, they're ready for the press there too, as Danner finishes it off nightly. You want the big guy to catch it and not have to do a whole lot, and that's exactly what Danner was able to do.
Credit Danner, he has very, very good hands.
Charlie Fortney with a nice pass off to the baseline there as he found Landon Miller open for a moment, but the foul is called against Hershey. 35.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Don't forget we'll have timeout with Thompson. Here's Hofsass back in. The foul will be marked up on number 24.
Oh, no.
Even Callahan.
Nice inbound set. Good job, Coach Ativo. I like that.
Trying to slip one through. Good head and shoulders fake. Back to come to Hofsass. Corner. Long 3, not going to go. And then Danner just controlling the glass. He's the chairman of the board so far.
LD is getting some really, really good looks. They're just not knocking them down.
Hard move to the glass and up and in. They're going to call him for a player control foul. I'm not sure about that one. Might get another look at that here as Callahan picks up 2 fouls just like that. You may see him go to the bench very quickly. Let's take a look here. I thought the guy underneath might have gotten a little bit of an Oscar there, but. And that is the end of the first quarter as a thundering opening here by Hershey. 23-8, and it's time now for timeout with Jeff Thompson. Let's go to Jeff. He's on the baseline here at Lower Dauphin.
Well, as we wind down the regular season, I'd like to give a shout out to some kids in the mid-pen who have had significant playing time for all 4 years of their high school experience. Keon Dawkins of Central Dauphin is one that comes right to mind, and Nolan Gilbert from Cumberland Valley is his partner in the Commonwealth Division. But tonight we showcase 2 players here, Lower Dauphin's Charlie Fortney and Hershey's Marcus Sweeney, as we've already talked about. They're next-door rivals in football and basketball. They both play the same position in both sports. It's pretty interesting what I think, because I'm an old head, but they are bitter rivals, but they both gone to the same college, Shippensburg, to play football. And rumor has it that they might even be roommates. This fierce competition has brought along a respect for each other, the kind that transcends a fierce high school rivalry.
And there you see it. Both of them just committed to Shippensburg within the last 2 weeks. Both great receivers in the area, both great defensive backs, and both outstanding competitors. And I think they've really grown fond of each other over the year, although when they step on the court, you can put all that away, right, Coach?
Absolutely. That's when the fireworks starts.
You've been around a couple of these players for a long, long time, and they both come to play.
I'm an old head too, Coach. I was around Sweeney's father, Emnico.
So a good York High grad.
In the first quarter, Lower Dauphin was 2 for 4 from the three, 1 for 5. Excuse me, 2 for 4 from 2, 1 for 5 from 3, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 6 turnovers for 8 points. They were 6 for 7 from 2. Hershey was 3 for 5.
Make that 4 for 6 as D. Donatus just knocked that other one down.
Free throws, they were 2 for 2. Rebounds, they had 4, 2 turnovers for 23 points.
Eden Honest with 10 points here already, just starting the second quarter. Having an outstanding game. Hopsack to Fortney.
I'm glad he's showing us his entire package tonight.
I'll tell you what, he's grown a lot. He's going to be a tough act to cover during districts. This game is really important tonight for districts. For Hershey, there's a little triangle basketball as you pass inside, and the guard goes and screens through the guard, but they threw it away, tipped out of bounds. You look tonight, they're in 8th place right now in 5A. They could go as low as 12 tonight or as high as 5.
That's
so
important.
You know how important that is on the draw.
Absolutely.
There's another good penetration by Fortney. And again, to the same guy underneath, it's Landon Miller. And again, the same result, he's fouled.
Landon Miller sitting down on that box, just begging for it. They gave it to him. He gets fouled. He's going to shoot 2.
Foul on Isaiah Danger, the big guy, with his first foul tonight. It's the team 5th against the Trojans. Only a 53% shooter for the season is Landon Miller. See if he can beat the percentages tonight. This one's off the back of the iron.
Chase Smith with the foul. He's their leading rebounder. They got to make sure he stays on the floor. Little pressure by Lower Dauphin.
Good motion again underneath the Danner. Danner, good pass inside to the other Sweeney, and he puts it away. Beautiful pass by Danner, though, for the big guy.
Hershey has a very, very nice flow to their game right now.
They really do. And there's Sweeney with a foul. This is going to be Cameron Sweeney with a foul. But you're exactly right. Make the point on that, Coach, because rhythm is everything.
Absolutely. They're swinging the ball from side to side. Everybody's looking in, and they're giving the ball to the open man. And part of their plan is to give it to the big guy, number 34, on the block, Isaiah Danner, the 6'7" junior.
So here's Charlie Fortney at the line. Fortney for the season only at 61%, but makes this one.
Nice looking shot.
6 points in the game tonight. Your officials tonight, Bola Leah. That's it, right? Sorry, Bola Leah, Aaliyah. And then Jerry Hocker and Brent Lawson, both veterans here. The second shot is no good. 28-9 here as Hershey has jumped out. Hershey won the first time back on the 24th of January. Look at the big guy. They have no answer for him right now, but missed. Good rebound, outlet quickly, up the run. It's not going to go. Hershey gets it back. Here comes Cameron Sweeney. The brother.
They're really moving that ball well.
Well, like against his zone, they always look baseline. I always thought when it gets a zone, and right now they're playing from man-to-man, but against the defense, you ought to look baseline, middle, reverse. Baseline,
right.
Middle, reverse. So you're always looking at the basket. Here's a steal from Fortney. Fortney's going to pull up. Fortney lets it go. Fortney in and out. Good rebound. Taken down by Conlon Zalanis. And again, you get another walk call here against, that's the third walk call here in the first half.
Yes. Usually those types of things happen with young players.
And of course, you have a lot of young players, only 2 seniors here. Charlie Fortney and Chase Smith are the only 2 seniors on this Lower Dauphin team. Everybody else is 10th grade, but 3 juniors. So they really have a bright looking future.
Lower Dauphin with 7 freshmen on the ball club.
Back inside, they isolate to Danner. Now, Danner can't quite use his left hand yet, but he still finds a way to kind of work it home. He's got 6 points here in the first half. Nice job by Isaiah Danner.
That's his assignment for the summer. Work on that left-hand jump hook. Nice pass.
So they're looking underneath, and they're finding that man often down there. This time it's Nick Fry for the easy 2. But again, the penetration of the guards in the middle is really going to set up some success here for Lower Dauphin.
Lower Dauphin's back in the man-to-man.
This time they got Danner again. He's no one home on the backside, and Danner with his 8th point here in the first half, and they have gotten him early and often. And Rick Ativo wants to stop that right now as he calls timeout. We'll take one as well. It's 32-11 here on High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Well, Paul Blackburn's team is playing the kind of notes he wants right now. Lower Dauphin, a little discord here at the moment as they got beat over the top the last 2 times by Isaiah Danger, who's really doing a good job here in the first half. Danner has 8 points.
They've got to find some way to pressure the passer when they're trying to get it down to the box, either from the corner or from the 45-degree angle.
Riccotivo is hot when he came out of the huddle there. 9-3 run right now here by Hershey. And they have a huge lead at 32-11. Charlie Fortney with the basketball trying to carve into it.
Hershey just went on a 9-3 run.
There's Hofsass off the front of the iron and taken down again by you-know-who, Mr. Danner.
He's playing a very, very good game today.
He really is. Full game here tonight for the big guy. And this is the kind of guy you want to get ready because districts will be grueling, and states ultimately will be grueling if you can make it that far. There's Sweeney going hard to the basket. He'll draw the foul. Boy, you get excited this time of year. Days are a little longer. You're getting ready for the first playoff season with the counties, the district, and then if you're not in those, then the districts, and if you make it through those and you get into the states, man, it's a fun month.
Yes, it is.
You've been through it a few times, 2 state championships and a few districts, right?
Well, so have you, Coach. You've got one yourself.
Just a lot of fun. I always love this time of year. Practices get a little shorter. You work on the head a little bit more.
Yeah, kids get to shoot a little more. You can work on the little things, footwork, things of that nature.
We're going to be doing that 6A championship as well as next week. We'll be heading to the Mid-Penn Championships on Thursday over at Milton Hershey. Looking forward to see who's in that. We got some great people in there this year. And a nice drive to the baseline by Nico DeFrank, his first deuce of the night.
Nico DeFrank. Good baseline drive and finish.
Back into, they want the big guy handler. Good job by Sweeney keeping it alive. Fortney brings it down.
Lower Dauphin cannot guard that big guy in the post from behind.
Fortney pulls up and misses. Marcus Sweeney with another rebound. And cross comes to Allender. Oh, along the base, and the big guy says, I'll try this little shot. Didn't work. Hofsass trying to get it. He'll do it. Half hook up. No good again. Isaiah Danner chasing it down. Good job by the big fella. Really getting after it.
Hershey's just out scrapping them.
They really are.
They're really out scrapping them.
Hershey playing with a real purpose here tonight. You can see it. Danner again. Danner up and in, and that's exactly where you want to get the big guy the ball. He doesn't have to do anything except play at home.
Coach, you cannot play behind Danner. You can't.
You also can't play in front of him when you have no weak side help.
Yes.
Which happened a moment ago.
Nice pass.
Good move to the basket. Not going to go there by Wes Hagee. Here they come again. Teed it up for another one. That three's not going to go. Charlie Fortney boxed out on Danner, and Fortney draws the foul. And for Danner, that'll be foul number 2. That might take him to the bench here.
Good fundamental box out by Fortney.
Here comes A.J. Slammons back in for Danner, as we thought. So no chance that you're going to get 3 fouls on him here when he's sitting on the bench. Here is Fortney stepping back to the line. He's 1 of 2 there tonight. He's got 6 points in the game so far with 3:08 to go here in the first half. Our Jack G. and Balville halftime report coming up at halftime. Again, Fortney misses. And back comes Joey Allender.
Again, the Falcons are back in their man-to-man. They get a steal.
Hey, Brady Hofsass, nice steal, and Hofsass going to go up and misses, but a good follow. And putting it back, but missing on the follow is Nick Fry, but Fry's going to go back to the line here. Actually, to the line for the first time tonight. And the foul will be marked up on Matthew DeDonatis. That's his second, so he may well go to the bench here in a moment. I think you're going to see Paul Blackburn get him out of there. And the shot is up, and that's no good. And you can see one of the things that's a real Achilles heel for this team this year, Coach, is the fact they don't shoot free throws well. They're only at 58% for the season.
It's not good, particularly this time of year, Coach.
No, you think you're going to get better at that during the year. They're 2 out of 5, 2 out of 6 down tonight so far. Make that 3 out of 7 as Fry will put his second one home. He's got 3 points in the game.
Lower Dauphin is 3 for 8 from the free throw line.
There's another 3 look. That one's not going to go. Allender. You know, Allender's one of those scrap guys that's always around the ball somewhere. He doesn't probably get enough credit. Here he is again. Just always trying to make something happen. Here he'll draw the foul.
Allender's father, Rick Allender, was a former William Penn Tiger.
So that'll be the second foul now on Chase Smith.
Goes Allender, catch and shoot.
Good ball fake, a little bit off. Taken down nicely there by Landon Miller. And back in the hands of Brady Hofstadt. How many Hofstadts have there been here, including the dad?
A lot.
I know at least 3 brothers, I think. Charlie Fortney way out there. That one came down wet, and Marcus Sweeney with a rebound. Allender again. Allender kind of has a little bit of funky release, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. These guys are getting wide open shots, Coach. I mean, that's like the 3rd or 4th three in the last 3 minutes that I've seen.
Yeah.
That could have buried them if they're hitting them.
You got to knock a few of those down. Again, when you play the better teams and districts, you're going to have to make some of those.
Yes.
Always like when a team can shoot somewhere around 37, 38% to 40%. You got that, you got some gold.
There's another uncontested 3.
Charlie Fortney did not box out Marcus Sweeney that time, and Sweeney gets the offensive rebound and gets fouled trying to put it back.
Sweeney does so much for this ball club.
That'll be the 2nd foul now on Brady Hofstadt. So here's Sweeney at the line. Marcus Sweeney on the season. 46%.
Whoa. Nice stroke.
Yeah, he knocked that one down.
Yeah.
So he's 1 out of 2 so far tonight. He's got 6 points in the game. And this one rolls in and out.
Lower Dauphin have to stay with their stuff.
60.1% for Hershey shooting from the line. And Charlie Fortney with a tough shot and finds a way to make it. Sometimes you just have to have a little bit of luck on your side, right?
Very athletic scorer there.
8 points for Charlie Fortney. 19-point lead here for Hershey in the first half. 1.5 minutes to go until halftime, with our Jack Giambavo halftime report awaits.
Hershey being very patient.
Good screen on the ball. Lots of movement of people for Hershey. You'll see people moving all the time. Very purposeful in their cuts. Very purposeful in their offense. Good defense there by Fortney. Here's Allender again. Allender caught. We'll kick it back out front and recycle it. Looks like they want to maybe think about one shot. Allender, that same good head and shoulders fake, and this one rattles in and out again. Another 3. Here comes Fortney, 44 seconds to go in the half.
They're getting wide open shots, Coach. Wide open shots.
Drive down the lane, up, not going to go. It's going to be a player control foul, and the foul on Nick Fry. And that'll be Fry's first of the night.
Allender stepped in big. Cut off the penetration, he got the foul call.
Give some credit there. Into the game for Lower Dauphin is Tyler Persey, a 5'10 junior guard. Also back in as well as Landon Miller.
Hershey is 4 for 15 from 3, and Lower Dauphin is 1 for 8.
How about that takeaway by Nico DeFrank?
Good steal. Allender all over it again.
DeFrank, a pretty good basketball name for the Harrisburg area, right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Matt DeFrank that played for Trinity that we played against back in 1987 alongside of Jeff Hope, who's coaching Central York now. 3 seconds to go. There's Allender, gets a chance for the 3, and how about that? He says, finally, I got one to go down here. Joey Allender with his first 3 of the night. 38-16 at the half. Hershey is cruising here in the rematch. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back for our Jack Giambavo halftime report, our AT&T and Capital Blue Cross halftime stats, and our OSS Health first half stats, all here, first half highlights rather, all here on the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
Where were you last night? Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? No. Don't deflect. Well, that wasn't passive aggressive. Listen, I just need to know that I can trust you're going to be there when I need you. Hello? Our money just hung up on me.
Not cool.
Track your spending with our personal finance tool. Just another way to have better conversations with your money. from F&M Trust.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
You may recycle your electronics, appliances, and mercury thermostats at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
In addition to 8 local drop-off sites for recyclable materials.
Recycling matters in Dauphin County.
Since 2001, Dauphin County has recycled over 10,000 tons of electronics.
And 1.6 million tons of recyclables like cardboard and plastics.
Keep up the great work.
Bring it on!
And welcome back to our Jack G. and Balbo halftime report here at Lower Dauphin High School. Gary Sutton, Kirk Smallwood, Jeff Thompson with you. And at the half, 38-16, Hershey in control. And if they'd have hit any number of threes there, they had 4 or 5 in a row. This one might be the Blessings warming up right now.
Absolutely. Hershey's really moving the ball well. Guys are stepping in the shots. They're just not knocking them down, but they will. On the other side, I really think that LD has got to do a better job defensively, particularly in the post.
LD's had a tough time guarding D. Donatis, first of all, driving the basket, then getting some decent threes and making them. But Isaiah Danner presented a whole different power edge to them on the inside. 8 points in the first half, and the guy just was there every single time, Jeff.
Either front him or check him out, and they couldn't do it.
Problem is, when you're front, you've also got to have backside help. When they clear out the backside, it's over. So now you go behind him, and the big guy can muscle you down. And the other thing is, I saw him moving off some screens a couple times and catching the ball. And what Hershey does really well is get the ball to the big man where he doesn't have to do anything except lay it in. He doesn't have to put it on the floor, nothing else. So it was really fun to watch the way he played in the first half. And Paul Blackburn's offense is really well designed. Let's take a look right now at our AT&T and OSS Health first half highlights. And we got a few of them, and a lot of them had orange and blue on them. Here you go. There's the start of the game. That's something D. Donatis did not show us in the Central game a few weeks ago.
That was a good move. Got that shoulder by him and laid it up.
Then he shows you can also dish it off. And take a look at that nice move there by Marcus Sweeney, switching to his left hand. And then a good long look from the corner there. And up and following through that time is Chase Smith with the stick back for Lower Dauphin. Here's D. Donatis again. And watch this move.
I don't think that was on the scouting report, and I think he surprised them with those 2 early drives.
That's a dimension, and Coach mentioned he's added to the game so far. And then here outside, Charlie Forty with that long 3. He has the ability to do that all night long. Then Marcus Sweeney says, I can answer you, potential roommate. Here you go. Both these guys going to Shippensburg to play football. And D. Donatus again shows you not only can I do it inside, but I can go all around the town and down around that 3-point line.
He loves it out there, doesn't he?
He really does. But, you know, before he just loved that and fell in love with that and did not go hard to the basket. Now he's added that dimension to his game.
And it's always good to see, you know, one of your better guys.
Here's your wrecking ball, Isaiah Danner. What a first half he had. And the big guy just getting great position.
The other thing he does well, Coach, he knows when to flash. He times it perfectly. He gets to his spot, sits down, catches, and scores.
Charlie Fortier again with a beautiful jump shot off the left-hand pull-up. Then there's the dump under. Again, the big guy running the court. Danner showed you can run the court as well. Really liked his game in the first half. And let's take a look at our Capital Blue Cross halftime stats. And guys, break it down.
Well, right there, the rebounds and turnovers. I don't think we have to go any further.
Right.
You took a look at 5 out of 16 from the 3 for Hershey, 1 out of 8 so far. And that was the one that Fortney hit. Free throws, 2 of 8 for LD. Only 3 of 6 on the other side. Not necessarily anything to write home about, but you don't need a whole lot of free throws right now. And 15-9 in the rebounding department. We're 8-4 also in turnover department. And again, 4 for Hershey, 8 for Lower Dauphin. All the numbers trending in Hershey's direction.
You would think that Lower Dauphin would be a better shooting team at home, but that's not the case tonight.
Hard to believe these teams were only 1 point apart over at Hershey back on the 24th of January in a controversial end of the game where LD thought, well, maybe they might have gotten jobbed a little bit, but Hershey winning that one by 1. But now, Hershey coming in here, I think with a purpose tonight. I think the district seedings mean something to them here this evening. With a 15-6 record, they can move as high as 5th tonight or as low as 12th. So this game has kind of a little championship flair for them. For Lower Dauphin, the young guys seem to be making young mistakes at senior part of the year.
Yes. Lower Dauphin right now, they can't play like they're defeated. They've got 16 minutes to get back in this, and they can do it. You know, you just got to out-scrap, out-hustle, and out-execute your opponent.
They got a guy named Rick Ativa who played for Steelton in the championship year. He's never given up, and I'll guarantee you, I wouldn't have wanted him in that locker room too long there at halftime. He was a little hot going in the locker room. Let's see what his team looks like coming out here in the second half. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get ready for the third quarter. All here. It's the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
All right.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
The Mikan drill is a foundational drill that I teach all young players that sign up for my class. This drill teaches players to finish around the basket while using proper footwork. It's important for players to use the right hand on the right side and the left hand on the left side. I teach players to shuffle their feet and get low while exploding into the layup. Squaring feet and squaring shoulders is the key to consistency and timing around the basket. The Mikan drill is a foundational drill for every young player to learn in my class.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
And welcome back to Lower Dauphin High School. We start the third quarter with Lower Dauphin and the basketball. And you're seeing a couple new uniforms here on the court to start the third quarter. Hofstas with the basketball off to Charlie Fortney. 38-16 here. There's a hard move to the basket. And again, rattling it off. Nice job by number 4. And that's going to be Chase Smith, who chases down a couple points here, his 4th of the game. And up and in. This is Sweeney again going hard to the basket, and Marcus comes up with a big smile on his face and a song in his heart.
What an athletic move.
7 points in the game for Sweeney. And there's a hard move to the glass by Nico DeFrank. And DeFrank will get fouled on the play. DeFrank goes to the line, only a 41.7% free throw shooter again. So those numbers are haunting you. And they seek themselves, don't they, Coach, the percentages?
Yes, they do.
There's DeFrank. Nice look here. DeFrank with 3 in the game so far.
That's a good strategy by Lower Dauphin. You know, score when the clock isn't moving. See if you can creep back in this thing.
Second one up, and that's also good by DeFrank. This feels like DeFrank should be scoring a few more points for this team, the 6'6" presence.
Yes.
Only a sophomore, so again, he's learning. Allender with the basketball, he hit that 3 to end the half. You see a little bit more intensity on defense coming out the second half, I think, for Lower Dauphin.
Yeah. They're getting into passing lanes, trying to get a couple deflections.
So hard move the basket by Sweeney. So the foul will get marked up on Marcus Sweeney, and that'll be his first of the night on a player control foul. Charlie Fortney. And I'll tell you, Allender's doing a pretty good job on Fortney tonight, taking away space.
Yes. They've used Allender. They've also used both of the Sweeney kids also. Nice pass.
Good pass underneath. Really good move without the basketball, and a nice put away by Nick Fry again. And Fry, all of a sudden, the man of the moment who's got 8 points in the game.
Lower Dauphin cuts it to 18.
He just threw 2 charges the last 2 possessions down. Do you think Rick Ativo was talking hard in the locker room?
Absolutely. After the coach blew a gasket, I think his kids understood what he wanted.
And that's going to be yet another foul here on number 11. That's Matthew DeDonatis. And now he's saddled with 3 fouls. You're going to see him get out of the game very quickly. And back in for him, a guy that's impressed us tonight and against the Central team a few weeks ago, Cameron Sweeney, the younger brother of Marcus Sweeney.
He's getting bigger, too. He's getting a little taller, a little stronger.
He's only a freshman. And so here, Lower Dauphin throws away a chance. And Rick Ativo again putting hands up in the air there.
Little full court pressure here, man to man.
Okay, Cameron Sweeney can handle the basketball too. Marcus Sweeney trying to throw a good pass underneath, gets batted away by Hofsass, and it'll remain Hershey ball. 6:17 to go here in the third quarter.
I think when the ball went in the corner, Coach, I think Coach Ativo wanted that trap in the corner. They didn't get it.
There's Sweeney looking for Danner, who's in there now. He's up against Nico DeFrank, and again, this one off the side by Allender. Hofsass up with the rebound, kicking down the court.
Again, Allender getting open shots all afternoon, all evening. Charlie with a strong move.
Look at that move with the left hand to the basket, and Charlie Fortney in for 2. He's got 10 points in the game.
He has a nice body, man. He can take that hit.
10 points for Fortney. On the other end, Allender answers the bell. Allender with 5 points.
Lower Dauphin moving the ball. Got cutters going down the lane.
And Fortney up and in off a great screen, a cut. And Fortney's going to have 12 points, a chance to make it 13 here as he heads to the sideline, or heads to the foul line.
One of the things that Fortney did very, very well, Coach, is he cut hard. He cut hard, expecting to get the ball.
In the game for Hershey is Logan Richards, a 6'3" junior. You know, one of the things that Rick Ativo's team always does well is screen. And tonight, I think he was a little bit perturbed about the screening that they weren't doing there in the first half. 13 points now for Charlie Fortney, leading scorer in the game. Look at Cameron Sweeney.
He thought about it.
Some pedigree, though, huh?
Yeah. That was a box out.
And there you see Logan Richards with a shot right away. Whatever happened, you have to sweat before you shoot, right?
Yeah,
he just came off the bench. I think it was Al McGuire used to say, hey, you got to work up a sweat before you take a shot. There's Nico DeFrank with a shot. Charlie Fortney tracking it down. Double teamed by the Cameron brothers.
One more pass. Get it to the other side of the floor.
By the Sweeney brothers, rather. Cameron and Marcus. And, hey, nice move there with the big guy. Nico DeFrank has got 6 points in the game and a chance to make it 7 coming up here.
As a team, I thought they moved the ball very, very well coming out of the trap.
So Nico DeFrank back to the free throw line, and DeFrank so far tonight is 2 of 2. Not bad for a 41% free throw shooter.
And Lower Dauphin got it down to 12.
And he's putting it back now, beating the percentages a little bit here tonight. 7 points in the game now for DeFrank. And I'll tell you what, you're seeing some new zeal here this half. What a hard move, though. Again, it's Marcus Sweeney restoring order, has 8 points.
Nice move by Sweeney. Might have got hit at the end of the play.
And a good block by Cameron Sweeney. Marcus Sweeney again, and Marcus Sweeney's going to make you have to foul him and draw the foul, as he saw free running there against Chase Smith, and Chase Smith picks up his 3rd foul of the evening.
It's always good in transition to have a guy that makes you stop him first. And you got to respect Sweeney, what he can do with both his left and his right hand.
Sweeney, a 46% free throw shooter on the season. And I always thought free throw shooting was something you had to spend time. We used to have to make our kids make 10 one-on-ones before they left practice, and that sounds easy, but guess what? 10 one-on-ones before you walk out. That first shot is always a lot of pressure, especially if you get to number 10 at the end of the night, right?
Absolutely. It could be a chore.
So Sweeney, 1 of 2 there. He's got 9 points on his season average.
Brady Hofsass was leading the charge on offense, initiating it.
This is an important possession right here. And there was a dribble that didn't necessarily have a purpose.
Right.
Wes Hagee trying to make a move toward the baseline, and it didn't look like he was really creating a better angle or getting a drive. That was a big possession right there as you've knocked it back to 15 points.
A little bit of trapping going on with Lower Dauphin.
Here's Allender. Back out to Richards. Little 2-man game going on here for the moment.
They're moving the ball very well.
They really are. Tough pass there. Allender tracks it down again. There's Marcus Sweeney. He'll love to try to drive it, but he'll kick it back out. Allender with that 3, and Allender in rhythm buries yet another 3 here. His last 2 threes have both dropped.
Absolutely. And Coach, he's playing horse out there. You know, 80% of the shots he gets are wide open.
Then you come down and you try to get a quick possession instead of getting a good possession, and you end up with a run out the other end. It's going to be on Charlie Fortney. For Fortney, that'll be his first foul of the evening. Ball will be on the baseline here. Cameron Sweeney. Take that Marcus Sweeney rather inbounding the ball. There's Allender again. He's got a hot hand, and guess what? Allender, he feed the hot hand.
Everybody else is playing 5-on-5, Coach. He's playing horse.
Exactly right. He's got his spot, too, and no one's moved him off it the last 2 times. He's got 8 points this quarter, 11 for the game. And yet another turnover here for Lower Dauphin.
And that Hershey defense is speeding them up a little bit.
So Charlie Fortney will take a break. Back in for him, Wes Hagee.
Lower Dauphin has 12 turnovers so far.
Here's Sweeney against Tyler Persey that just came into the game as well. And Marcus Sweeney taking him to school.
Marcus tries to get that big shoulder by you. Then he can use that ambidexterity to get to the rack. There it is there.
Look at that left hand. A beautiful job of using that left hand. And Marcus Sweeney in now for 11 points in the game.
Excellent move.
2:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Back up to a 23-point lead. Lower Dauphin had it down to 12 a few moments ago. And back up. Good move by the big guy as Nico DeFrank slides on through there and gets his 9th point of the evening.
Nico DeFrank is a nice-looking 6'6" sophomore.
There's a 3, not going to go. Tipped off Hershey out of bounds, I thought, but they're going to say it's off actually Lower Dauphin. Charlie Fortney with a quick break back in now for Hofsass.
Charlie Fortney coming off the bench. He probably got a breath and a drink of water.
Underneath it goes to Sweeney, and Charlie Fortney's going to pick up his 2nd foul there as he got beat by Sweeney to the basket. Cameron Sweeney is a slick freshman, I'll tell you what.
He's got nice size, nice strength, and he fits very, very well in the Hershey system.
Got a good pedigree, too, for basketball. Like his basketball IQ. Don't like seeing players miss free throws, though.
No.
And there's Marcus Sweeney leaving the game, at least for a few moments. Have a pretty good working lead right now, 21 points, as his brother's up, but that second one is going to go. So brother Cameron now has 3 this half, and he's got 8 points in the game.
Hershey is 5 for 12 from the free throw line for the game.
There's Fortney again, looking. Fortney hard drive to the basket, going to try to force it up a little bit. And then you got a quick run out on the break here. Logan Richards, good little move. Got his man open along the baseline, jammed there. Allender again, he's got a hot hand, and this time not going to go. Yanked down by Nico DeFrank. Good run of the court here and drawing the foul on the other end. is Tyler Perzing, and I like Perzing was coming hard.
Perzing was going to the basket very, very hard.
And the foul will be marked up on Logan Richards here. Logan Richards with his first foul, team 6th here in the third quarter. Perzing at the line. First shot up. Nice stroke from Perzing.
Coach, the last 6 shots that Allender from Hershey has taken were wide open shots. Something has to happen where he's getting contested shots and making pass, running him off the 3 line.
I told you he's one of those guys. I think what happens with Sweeney in there, you pay a lot of attention to 2 Sweeneys, and Allender becomes like the forgotten man. He's on witness protection, and all of a sudden he shows up for dinner.
Yes.
You ever have guys like that play and they're integral part, you know, of your offense and so forth, but other people kind of treat them like, oh, yeah, him. Little trap coming back here for Lower Dauphin. And look at him beating to the baseline. Taking away those. Lower Dauphin forced the turnover. Here comes Fortney. Fortney pulling up here. Back out looking. Covered by Cameron Sweeney. And I do like the way this guy's attacking the glass here in the second half. Nick Fry coming hard at you. He's got his 4th point of the period.
Good move by Fry.
10 points in the game now by Nick Fry. 1:28 to go in the third quarter.
Looks something like some of this pressure or trapping is bothering Hershey just a little bit.
Good move to the basket. Another charge. I'll tell you one thing. If you're Rick Ativo tonight, your team's taking like 4 charges so far. You got to be happy about that kind of defense.
Yeah, they didn't just pack up the tent and walk home. They're still fighting.
3 this half. Yep, it is. Team has a lot of pride. I mean, they won 2019, 2021. They won a district championship. Or won a Keystone championship, rather. And in 2019, 2021, they also won district 5A championships. So they got a few things on their resume, too. There's Cameron Sweeney again, yanking it down. Sweeney, look at him operate.
Nice change of pace.
Only a freshman. D. Donatus, he rattles it out. Logan Richard with the rebound. Kick it back out. Cameron Sweeney, who has 1 3 already, he misses it. Good block out on the other side, but here's D. Donatus again, and D. Donatus will step on the baseline. They're going to call a foul on Lower Dauphin. They are. And I think it may be on Charlie Fortney. If it is, it's 3rd.
Hershey is doing a great job, just outworking their opponent. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Second foul, it's actually going to call on Logan Richards here. Make that C.J. Hoffmaster, rather.
Hershey with the inbound.
But we'll finally get this right. The 3rd foul on Perzing.
Hershey.
Looks like you're playing bingo up there on the board for a few minutes. Off the weak side screen, Cameron Sweeney.
Hershey does a very, very good job sharing the ball.
Working right now in their last shot. Coach, you always say you like them to go at about 8, right?
Yep.
Here's D. Donatus.
That'll force a situation where you might be able to get a rebound or a tip in.
I'm a little more conservative. I go at 11, but hey, how about that move inside? They found their man where they wanted to get him, had him isolated, and in for the shot goes number 24. That's Eamon Callahan, and he's going to be fouled by Chase Smith, and that's going to be the 4th foul on Smith. So here's Callahan at the line.
Callahan's getting some quality minutes, really playing well.
That's his first free throw miss tonight. He's 2 out of 3 as Nico DeFrank back in. And check it out will be Chase Smith. Second shot coming up for Callahan. That shot is up, and that shot is sweet. So 3 points in the game, all via the free throw. 55-36, 19-point lead, 10 seconds to go. Fortney with the basketball. Fortney trying to come off the screen here. Then inside it goes to Nico. Saved by Allender. He's going to be inbounded it, but it'll be 2 seconds to go here for Lower Dauphin. So you think they maybe will go for the big guy here.
That was a routine pass. Coach Fortney DeFrank's got to grab that thing and hold on to it.
There goes to DeFrank on a little tip play. Not going to go, and that's going to end the third quarter here. 55-36. The Trojans in command. It's time for another timeout with Thompson. We head off to Jeff Thompson right now and see what he's been finding tonight. Hey, Jeff.
We've talked about the veterans a lot. Marcus Sweeney and Charlie Fortney, and they have come through in spades. But I've also been pretty impressed with defensively with Joey Allender. He's done a nice job. He's of course hit those threes, but he's been really playing good defense, and he should be an intelligent player. He's going to Swarthmore next year. But let's talk about the youth to keep this tradition alive. Marcus Sweeney's younger brother, Cameron, he's a 9th grader, and he's got some game. Lower Dauphin's 2 starters, Brady Hofsass and Nico DeFrank, look like they're going to be players too, and they've got some pedigree. DeFrank's father, Tony, starred for the Mid-Penn Champs 25 years ago, and his grandfather was Harry DeFrank's brother. Brady Hofsass, of course, has a dad who coached here and played for a national champion.
Back with Lebanon Valley College and our friend Pat Flannery. So lots of good stuff going on, Pat, and Coach Hofstadt still pretty good friends to this day. 8 minutes to go in this one, 55-36, and a nice pass over the top and an easy lay-in there by Marcus Sweeney, who has his 7th point of this half, 13 in the game now.
And, Coach, that didn't look like a set play. That looked like a read by the guy taking the ball out.
Yeah. Well, Fortney got caught on the weak side there where he shouldn't have been. They just threw it over the top, and they had no one in back to get him. That's what I don't like when you put a guy on the ball in the inbounds. You don't have anybody back as a shortstop to really get ready to stop that guy in case he gets beat over the top. Hey, Allender's done a pretty good job on Fortney here tonight, even though Fortney still got some points, nevertheless. Good steal here by DeDonatis. DeDonatis ahead, finds Marcus Sweeney, kicks it back out. Allender, even though he didn't make that point, it was a nice play. Good block there by Nico DeFrank.
Yes, that was the closest thing to a defended shot that I've seen all night from him.
So here is Marcus Sweeney inbounding the basketball. Has his man underneath. Allender again. Allender tries to take it past DeFrank. DeFrank says, I'm 6'6". You see DeDonatis called for a walk that time. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. He's obviously worked on his game going to the basket, and that's the first walk he's had all night.
Yes, he's really improved his game. I'm glad he gave us an opportunity to see the expanse of his game.
So 1-4 set here, and here's Nico DeFrank coming off the high screens. And there's a shot coming off Charlie Fortney. Falling down is Landon Miller, and quickly Hershey back into their end. They got Marcus Sweeney coming hard baseline. You talk about a slasher. Oh. There's a guy that gets the basket in an economical number of dribbles.
Yeah, he got there quickly, Coach. I thought he was over there. I thought he was going to dunk that.
11 points this half, 17 for the game. There's Nico DeFrank. Nice pass.
Play.
Good catches. Landon Miller. Good interior passing by your big guys, and that serves notice.
Good play.
Sophomore to junior.
In the third quarter, Lower Dauphin was 7 for 12, 0 for 2 from 3, 4 for 4 from free throw line. They had 5 rebounds, 3 turnovers. And Hershey was 3 for 7, 2 for 7 from 3, 3 for 8 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds and 4 turnovers.
4 for 4 for the free throw line for Lower Dauphin there in the third quarter. A little bit better, and 20-17, and yet still they're down by 21 points in this game. That's a nice move, inside move they show here. But number 24, Eamon Callahan, and Callahan now with his first bucket of the night with 5 points in the game. Charlie Fortney with good head and shoulders fake. Good head and shoulders fake again. Fortney's got a 3 open. He usually hits these, and there it is again. Charlie Fortney with another 3.
Nice follow through.
10 points in the second half for Fortney as well, to go with 8 in the first half. He's got 18 in the game. So that foul is going to be marked up against Brady Hofsass. That'll be his 3rd of the game. Heading to the line is Logan Richards. Logan Richards on the season, a 73% free throw. Make that rather, Allender's going to step in now. Allender, who on the season is a 64% free throw shooter and knocks it down here. 12 points in the game now, a dozen for Joey Allender.
He's doing right now what he's been doing all game, mostly, is shooting without defense.
And he has a sweet stroke here at the line as he buries it.
Coach, if he's 6'2", I'm 6'5".
Maybe standing on a block somewhere. Right. Here's a nice steal again by Sweeney from Hofsass. And Sweeney up and in. I love Sweeney's game. He just is playing hard all the time. He's got 11 points in the second half, 17 on the night.
He gets after it, man. He does so much for the success of the Trojans.
You might get a block call here, and I'll tell you, Allender's that I thought I had him chest to chest, but good move there, quick move by Fortney. So Fortney is going to the line for 2.
Usually when that shoulder goes in the middle of your chest, you usually get the offensive foul.
So how about this tonight? We talked about Fortney and Sweeney. Each of them have 17.
Whoa.
Here's Fortney trying to go to 18 right now.
That'll give them something to talk about when they run together at Shep.
I suspect. Not that these guys would ever talk about that, right? Fortney on the season, only a 61% free throw shooter, which you'd think, as good a shooter as he is, that's kind of unusual. Shows you a nice stroke here, though. 18 points now for Fortney. Fortney gets his next shot here.
Fortney with 18 of their 43.
How about 19 in the ball game now? They're 44. So he has 19, and his partner in crime on the other side, Cameron Sweeney, has 17. There's DeDonatis. They're just always looking for the nearest man to the basket.
That's nice to see.
And how about that stick back up and in? And I'll tell you this, even Callahan can play a little bit. He's got 7 points in the game, but I like his tenaciousness on the boards.
They're going to need him as they move through district play.
He's got a pretty good lineup out there. Here's Sweeney again. Looking for his 19th point and a block. Great block coming down there by Chase Smith, but back up and in. Relentless is this team. As putting it away at the end.
Jake Moyer with the bucket.
Jake Moyer, who you don't hear much about during the night on the offensive end, getting his first deuce of the evening. And then right back at the end, Charlie Fortney again. He's got 21.
What a shot.
Wow.
Great move.
Here's Sweeney again. Beating Fortney down the floor right there. Another great pass from Sweeney underneath. And another good lay-in there by Logan Richards. Logan Richards with 4 points tonight. Give 2 in your heart to Sweeney.
Absolutely. Hershey does a great job timing their cuts.
There's Charlie Fortney again, and this one off the back of the iron. Good rebound, brought down there, and then fouled. And another guy, Eamon Callahan. We talked about him all night long. He's kind of a guy that disappears in the woodwork now and then jumps up and makes a big play.
I like Hershey's size. I think they got girth, they have height, and again, I love the way they cut.
Third foul on Landon Miller as Hofstas checks out, along with Nico DeFrank. So a 1-and-1. And it's up, and a sweet move there. And Callahan tonight so far is 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. He's got 6 points in this half. So he'll get another look here. 72-45. The Trojans comfortably in front. Remember the last time was 62-61 in the first game back on the 24th. And so Callahan now, 5 out of 6 tonight. He's had himself a solid game. 7 points in the second half to go with 2 in the first. 9 points in the game for Eamon Callahan. Here's Charlie Fortney. Last game he'll play as a Falcon, and man, he's making it count. He's gotten out 23 points now.
Nice shot.
Showing you a little bit of everything, like the pull-up from 2, the 3, the charge, the basket, even free throws tonight. Sweeney kicks it. DeDonatis. He's been saddled with some foul trouble most of the night. There's Danner back into the game, and Danner's going to get called for the foul over the back. Danner has not played a lot here in the second half.
Yeah, Danner inadvertently used his hand. It got to the face of Charlie Fortney, who'll be at the line shooting 1-and-1.
Yep. Fortney with 22 points in the game right now. Looking for number 23 here, and Fortney up and down, and he's playing a game to remember for his last varsity game in a uniform. Next stop, Shippensburg Red Raiders and football. Fortney's second one is up. This one off the back of the iron, and it's over the line. So 23 points now for Fortney in this one.
Coach Hershey is 2 for 10 3-pointers. Yeah.
Here it is, back to Marcus Sweeney. I'll tell you, Marcus Sweeney, guy that averages 9.2 points a game, but look at the stuff he does. The dish off right there to Danner makes everybody around him better, and Danner with 10 points.
He does a whole lot for this team, Coach, a whole lot.
Make that 12 points now for Danner. Another assist for Sweeney. Charlie Fortney up just a little short. Charlie Fortney trying to get it. Sweeney takes it. Kicks it out. DeDonatis right back. Good unselfish basketball, and then drawing the foul on the other end is number 33, Alex Murray. So Murray will head to the free throw line. Murray, an 89% free throw shooter on the season.
You need him this time of year.
Fourth foul against Tyler Persing. So let's see here if he can stay true to those 89 percentage points that he does. Up and in. Nice stroke.
Nice shot.
First points of the night now for Alex Murray, and DeDonatis will take a curtain call here. Coach brings him out of the game.
Derek Guzman enters the game. He's a 6'1" junior for the Trojans.
DeDonatis had 10 points all in the first half, and the second one up and down by Murray as well. So he's 2 out of 2 tonight. Free throw shooting pretty good down here for Hershey in the second half.
Yeah, they're knocking him down.
Good weak side cuts here by Lower Dauphin. Reversing the basketball, and then the weak side screen, and there he is again. This might go down. And there it is. Marcus Sweetie putting the exclamation point on it. 13 points in the second half, 19 in the game now for Sweeney.
Couldn't have happened to a better guy. I mean, he's done everything tonight.
He really has. There's a nice dish off by Charlie Fortney. Not going to go. Nice rebound. Put back. That was not going to go either. And Danner with the pull down. I just love Sweeney's game. So much energy.
He just, yeah, and he never rushes, Coach. You can't speed him up. I guess they're going to look back into the post from the baseline.
And there he is. He's got 14 points now. The big guy going back to work again. All deuces. After the game, our Capital Blue Cross post-game report, our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game, and our Hoffman Ford player of the game is, again, it's Fortney from downtown.
Yes,
Fortney, 25.
Fortney's not going down without a fight.
25 points for Charlie Fortney here in his final game in a Lower Dauphin uniform. Back in it goes to Danner. Danner working hard in the post. And I got a feeling this is on purpose. They want to work him for later on down the playoff line, and he's answering the call here with 16 tonight.
Yes.
Charlie Fortney again. This was not going to go. Rebound inside, back up and in. A nice job on the offensive glass by Tyler Persing. His first bucket of the night. He'll get a chance to make a three-point play the hard way.
Persing with a nice rebound and stick back.
Persing 2 out of 2 from the line tonight. And there's Danner going out. The whole starting lineup checking out in the curtain call. It is Conlon Zalanis. And for the last time, Charlie Fortney checks out. What a game he had tonight. 25 points. And on the other side, his partner and friend and competitor, Marcus Sweetie, with 19.
Nice player, nice competitor.
Tell you what, you look at Sweeney, who's a senior. He's still got some basketball to play. And Fortney, it's got to be an emotional moment. The other senior checking out now, Chase Smith. They're the only 2 seniors on this team, Fortney and Smith. And getting a hug from Coach Riccativo. And a walk called there. It's just getting into the game. Enzo Delia. As Eamon Callahan is Irish, Enzo Delia is, or Delia rather, is Italian.
Yeah, he's a little bit in a hurry. He's going to have to slow it down just a little bit, make the catch, and then get into your footwork.
One of the great things about the JVs is they grow up to be varsity players. There's a steal. Guzman. Oh, and a nice block there along the baseline. And again, coming out of the pack is Wes Hagee. Wes Hagee with the dish off, and Wes Hagee with another one of those player control fouls going right on through. You got to stop at the foul line.
You have to stop at the foul line, get your bearings underneath you, and then make a read.
Used to always tell our players, there's a pane of glass right there at the foul line. Stop, create space for the defender, and then dish it off for the easy layup. Make him commit. If he doesn't commit, you got a jump shot and a foul shot. If he does commit, you got an easy dish off. Coming back with the basketball is Enzo Delia. Guzman, Derek Guzman in.
It's a sign of a good team. If your guys coming off your bench are going to play the same way that your starters did.
Look at that tasty little move by Delia. His first deuce, he's like to do it left-handed. And a pull-up along the baseline. Now good bury by a young guy on the other side. And we're talking there, and I'm going to get his number in just a second. Number 11, that's Evan Deibler just in the game, only a sophomore.
Nice shot.
Guzman, heady move there, up and down for Guzman, and Guzman in for 2. So everybody's shining here, getting playing time tonight.
Yeah, everybody's got the ball going in the basket.
87-55 here as Lower Dauphin trying to get maybe the last point of the season. Who's going to get it? That's the question. Take it away, and maybe it'll be Hershey getting last, but I don't think they'll take a shot here. I think you're just going to see him hold the ball. That's what they'll do. A lot of class for Paul Blackburn's team.
Classy move.
87-55. Hershey goes to 16-6 on the year, and 9-13 is where Lower Dauphin will end the season. Hershey getting ready to go to the playoffs. We're going to see what happens tonight around the rest of the district. They've done their part to hold on to their spot at 8th. We'll take a break. We'll come right back for our Capital Blue Cross post-game analysis, our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game, and our Hoffman Ford player of the game, all right after this on Fox 43.2.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customer. Students, begin your professional journey in a high-demand field with Groff Tractor. Contact us today to discover the power of our technician internship programs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to our Capital Blue Cross post-game report. Gary Sutton, Kirk Smallwood with you. The final score, 87-55. A little different than that first game, 62-61, back on the 24th of January. And tonight it was Hershey right out of the gate, Coach.
They came out shooting. They came out moving the ball. They got easy shots. They got the ball to their big guy on the block. And, they scored. They played very comfortably.
Game was played in different stages for Hershey tonight. First of all, you had D. Donatis coming out and serving notice. He drove the basket for a couple quick hard drives, 2 threes. All his points came in the first half at 10 points. But you also got introduced to Mr. Danner in the first half, who played the post about as well as you could play. He had 11 points in the first half, and then he came back with another 8 in the second half, another 6 in the second half, had 16 in the game, and just had an outstanding night. I thought the big guy played well in there. And then you had the sliver where you had Joey Allender playing and knocking down a few threes, and so everybody kind of got into the act at different stages of the game, didn't they?
Joey Allender did a great job. Like I said, it looked like he was playing horse today. Most of the 80% of the shots he took were open, and he did a good job knocking them down.
4 guys in double figures tonight there for that Hershey team. Good balance, and that's going to serve you well as you head on into the playoffs in the districts. Of course, coming in tonight in 8th place, they may well move up tonight. And so our play of the game, first of all, our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game, we're going to take a look at this one. It was Marcus Sweeney putting a nice exclamation point on the regular season with this one. He played great defense all night long, and take a look at this.
Jumped the passing lane.
He was
head of steam.
He was getting ready for that one about half court. So Sweeney putting it away. That's called a high percentage shot there. Sweeney up and Sweeney down, and a big dunk there to end the basketball game. He had 19 points on the evening. And our Capital Region Agency player of the game, right there you saw Sweeney. Now our Hoffman Ford player of the game. And tonight, we've got something unusual. We've got two players here. We talked about at the beginning of the game tonight. They're both going to go to Shippensburg University. They've both been rivals forever here. And we're talking about Marcus Sweeney with 19 points and Charlie Fortney finishing his career here at Lower Dauphin with 25. Let's go to Jeff Thompson. He's got an interview with both these guys.
We've got him here. And I was on the baseline tonight, fellas, and it looked a lot like a football game. What do you think about the game?
I think it was aggressive. We all play hard, and I don't know, it's just really like playing.
That's what it looked like to me. And Charlie, I know you drove the baseline one time here and got clobbered, and you were wondering maybe there's no foul called.
Yeah, just trying to take it strong, trying to finish out the game, finish out the season strong. But if you're not gonna get the call, you still gotta take it strong, you know.
And that's what we saw out there. We saw two teams really competing hard. And you know, you guys were really the story of the night because you played against each other in two sports for 4 seasons in both sports in the same position. I haven't seen that very much in this area. And what's really remarkable is, tell us where you're going to go to school, Marcus.
Shippensburg.
Where are you going to go to school?
Shippensburg University.
And rumor has it was all over the stands. What is the rumor, Marcus?
Yeah, we're both going to Shippensburg, going to go compete there, and just going to have a good time.
Yeah, me and him dominate in the mid-pen the past couple of years. We're going to take our talents to Shippensburg and hopefully do the same thing there.
Well, we're really looking forward to you guys and going down to, what is it, the Clippers now? It's not the Red Raiders anymore. It's the Raiders? It's still the Raiders? Okay, well, we're going to look forward to that. And you guys at your career at Shippensburg University, because you sure showed it tonight. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Marcus Sweeney tonight, 19 points in the game, and he's going to be heading on into districts now with his team from the Hershey Trojans. Last game here for the Falcons tonight, Charlie Fortney, who's played in a Eastern Final here and a couple district championships, a couple Keystone championships. He had 25 here tonight in his closing game, and people remember that game as well. So two great young men, both heading on. They've made the Central Penn proud for a lot of the Central Penn. There, I'm going back and date myself. The Mid Penn proud for a lot of years, and the Keystone Division. And now they go from being rivals to being teammates. It's going to be fun to watch them at the next level, Coach.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm proud of both guys. They play hard. They play the right way. They condition themselves. They work on their skill set. And it showed on the court today.
Well, it's been a lot of fun doing the regular season here so far. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the playoffs. Man, we got some great playoffs coming up here. And we're looking forward to next Thursday with the Mid-Penn Championship games, both girls and boys. The girls will be the first game. The boys will be the second, and we can't wait to see who's in it. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of people looking at a Trinity State College matchup, but I'll tell you what, the other teams there may have something to say about that before that all goes down, right, Coach?
Absolutely. And, you know, that tournament is just unbelievable. Some people come in with mediocre records or playing not so well. They hit that tournament and they just take off.
You got 4 champions who'll be playing this week for the right to be final champion in the Mid-Penn. You know what that's like. You know what it feels like, Coach. Next week you'll be at a different place. We'll be sitting down and doing that game together. Hey, thanks.